Hey guys, this is Brandon coming to you today. I had done a video here a while back, and we talked a little bit about it the other night around the cabin, in regards to a cook kit that I had built out of a IMUSA Grease Pot, and it is the cook kit that I use in my bug out bag. And I've made some improvements on that cook kit, and I wanted to do kind of an update video to show some of the things that I've added to that, and I've actually placed inside of the grease pot that goes as a self-contained unit, and I'll kind of explain everything that we've got inside of there. I've added some pretty neat updates to it, and I wanted to share that with you guys. And first of all y'all who know what a grease pot looks like, this is a grease pot. You got your handle, has a lid. Lid comes off the grease pot. And inside of the grease pot, you have this drainer in the top, which actually lifts straight out of the grease pot. This, by the way, actually works really good for anybody who wants coffee. And you can actually use this sort of like a percolator for the coffee. And just put this in the top of the grease pot and pour your coffee grounds in on top of it. As it boils, it will actually perk a pot of coffee in this. Works really, really well. Okay, inside, first thing I carry is I carry a couple of binder clips. Now, the binder clips are actually used for a method that I use that involves a brown paper bag that you can use to bake bread in a brown paper bag over coal bed. And I actually use the binder clips in that method quite a bit. That's the reason they're there. I use them to clip the bag, to suspend the bag from. And in the future, we are going to make a video that's going to show how that works and how that goes down. So I have the two binder clips. The next thing that we keep in here always is you have to have fire to be able to cook. So in this little bag, I have some fire tinder. And this is like surefire tinder, and I'll show you what we've got. I have a dry sack that's full. Well, first of all, I have a piece of tinder bark, and that's just wax and wood chip impregnated all into one contact. I have some cotton material to make char cloth out of, just not made it yet. And there's quite a bit of that in there. And in here also, I have a mini Bic. And the rest of the sack is full of cotton balls. So, we have fire building material, char cloth making material, some surefire with the tinder bark that we have in there. That tinder bark will burn by itself for 30 minutes at least, and will sustain a small flame during that time. It's excellent for building fires. I've built many fires with it. But we keep that all in this little bag, which stays inside of there. The other thing we keep in there is, drop down inside of it, I keep a UCO micro candle lantern. Now, let me show you how this works. You unlock the bell like that, and you lift up. The first thing you have to do is drop the bottom. Well, this thing is supposed to drop down. If we can get it to do what it's supposed to do here real quick. There we go. Should drop now. Okay, well, it's being stubborn and providing difficulties. There we go. So, this device drops down out of the lantern. As you see, you have a tea light candle in the top. And if I could find the lighter. There it is. It's typically in my pocket. We will light this candle up. Let it get a we'll make a little windshield for it. It's a little windy out here today. And so the idea is that the candle screws onto this base. If we can keep it going while we screw it down. There we go. And then the base screws back in place. So what you end up getting is an ambient light candle lantern that will provide you some additional light in camp. More than anything, the ambient light from it is what's important, because it will burn from anywhere to 4 to 4.5 hours, and it will provide you that ambient candle light. That way you have an orientation point to kind of know where you are. The other thing this thing does is it does put off a really good amount of heat through the top of this. So if you needed to, you can use this kind of as a hand warmer to put that candle in there and warm your hands around the top, because you do get a really good amount of ambient heat that comes off the top of that candle. And it heats the little plate that's on the top here. So that is the UCO candle lantern. They make a bigger version of this that works really well too. I've not gotten one yet. I do plan on getting one and trying it out, but I wanted to show this to y'all. That is in my cook kit as well. We're going to blow that out. And that is very, very hot. Now, that gets extremely hot, like I said, on that top especially. So we have the UCO micro lantern. The other thing I keep in the bottom of my cook kit is this. Well, a couple things. First of all, everybody has to have an eating utensil. I keep a CRKT eating tool in the bottom. Along with that, I'm going to pull one other item out to get to another one. I keep a P38 style can opener in the bottom to be able to open and get into cans. This also has a little spoon on the end of it as well. And that's it for what's in the pot, except for one other thing. The micro candle lantern gets nested inside of this blue. This is a steel coffee cup that has porcelain linings inside of it. So inside of the cup is lined with porcelain. These can actually be put directly over the fire, and you can heat up water, soup, coffee, cocoa, whatever you want to heat up in it, directly inside of this cup, and it can take the heat to stand up to that. But guys, that is the improvement that I've made on the cook kit that we have. I look forward to hearing your comments, suggestions. If you have any ideas that you want to bounce off of me, please leave me a message in the notes. Let me know what you've got for me. And as always, I appreciate all of your views. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.